Tupac Shakur, in full Tupac Amaru Shakur, original name Laysane Parish Crooks, Vietnamese Tupac and Machiavelli, born June 16, 1971, Brooklyn, New York, U.S., died September 13, 1996, Las Vegas, Nevada, American rapper and actor who was one of the leading names in 1990s gangsta rap. Laysane Crooks was born to Afeni Shakur, née Alice Faye Williams, a member of the Black Panther Party, and she renamed him Tupac Amaru Shakur, after Peruvian revolutionary Tupac Amaru II, when he was a year old. He spent much of his childhood on the move with his family, which in 1986 settled in Baltimore, Maryland, where Shakur attended the elite Baltimore School for the Arts. He distinguished himself as a student, both creatively and academically, but his family relocated to Marin City, California, before he could graduate. There Shakur took to the streets, selling drugs and becoming involved in the gang culture that would one day provide material for his rap lyrics. In 1990 he joined Digital Underground, an Oakland-based rap group that had scored a Billboard Top 40 hit with the novelty single, The Humpty Dance. Shakur performed on 2 Digital Underground albums in 1991, This Is an EP release and Sons of the P, before his solo debut, Tupacalypse Now, later that year. Tupacalypse Now was a radical break from the dance party sound of Digital Underground, and its tone and content were much closer to the works of Public Enemy and West Coast gangsta rappers NWA. The lack of a clear single on the album limited its radio appeal, but it sold well, especially after U.S. Vice Pres. Dan Quayle criticized the song Soulja's Story during the 1992 presidential campaign. That same year Shakur joined the ranks of other rappers turned actors, such as Ice Cube and Ice-T, when he was cast in the motion picture Juice, an urban crime drama. The following year he appeared in Poetic Justice, opposite Janet Jackson, and he released his second album, Strictly For My Niggaz. The album did not stray far from the activist lyricism of his debut, but singles such as Holler If Ya Hear Me and Keep Ya Head Up made it much more radio-friendly. With increased fame and success came greater scrutiny of Shakur's gangsta lifestyle. A string of arrests culminated with a conviction for sexual assault in 1994. He was incarcerated when his third album, Me Against the World, was released in 1995. Shakur was paroled after serving 8 months in prison, and he signed with Suge Knight's Death Row Records for his next release. That album, All Eyes on Me, 1996, was a 2-disc paean to the thug life that Shakur embodied. It debuted at number 1 on the Billboard charts and sold more than 5 million copies within its first year of release. Quick to capitalize on his most recent success, Shakur returned to Hollywood, where he starred in Bullet, 1996, and Gridlock, 1997. On the evening of September 7, 1996, Shakur was leaving a Las Vegas casino, where he had just attended a prize fight featuring heavyweight champion Mike Tyson, when he was shot by an unknown assailant. The incident, believed by many to be the result of an ongoing rivalry between the East Coast and West Coast rap communities, shocked the entertainment world. Shakur died 6 days later. Decades would pass without significant developments in the investigation of Shakur's murder, and 2 of the parties of interest, Crip Street gang member Orlando Anderson and East Coast rapper The Notorious B.I.G., were themselves shot and killed. In September 2023, Anderson's uncle Dwayne Davis was arrested and charged as the ringleader of the group that carried out the shooting. In spite of his relatively short recording career, Shakur left an enduring legacy within the hip-hop community. His popularity was undiminished after his death, and a long succession of posthumous releases, many of them were simply repackaged or remixed existing material, and most were of middling quality, ensured that new Tupac albums continued to appear well into the 21st century. Shakur was posthumously inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 2017.